Hi, in this video, I'll show you a scenario where you have multiple work packages or work orders scheduled well in advance, but you don't have enough information to schedule resources against those work packages. So what you might want to do is give your crew out in the field the ability to self-allocate or self-schedule, if you will, against some of those work packages that you already have in the web portal. Okay, so the way we are going to do that is by creating a simple form. Let's go into this is my Assignar dashboard or web portal. I've created a very simple form called schedule opt-in form. And what that form needs to have, it needs to have two fields. The first one is the order ID. So they will need to know or work package number. And typically the work package number will be given to you once you create a work order. So we have multiple ones in the web portal already. So we'll need to just get them to type in the order ID and also select a role or a task that they would like to self-allocate against. And the list of these roles will need to match the list of roles that you have in your system already. So for example, if you go into equipment and task roles menu, we have a few roles in the demo here, but you can have as many as you like, and you will just need to create the list of roles and tasks in your form so they could select the one that they want to allocate themselves to. Okay, very simple, two questions, and order ID and a role. Okay, once we have that form created, now we can go into our scheduler. Let's go to the scheduler menu and start to create work packages against one of these projects. This is a projects view. So let's pick Pepsi Center, for example. Let's create a work package. And we'll do a blank one. Self-allocate, this is just the job description. Let's do that for the Friday, June the 12th, which is today. All of this is pre-populated. The important part here is to select tasks and roles. And the tasks that we create in a work package must exist in that form that we've already created. So let's just make sure that we have all of them here. So the tasks are laborer, supervisor, crew 1, and crew 2. We can have more, but I'm only doing 4 for the demo purposes. Let's look at the laborer. So let's do a laborer, 7 to 5 p.m. Forms or work item codes, we can leave that blank. Okay, we'll create that. All right, so there is our laborer. What we could do is, let's actually edit this work package and add a few more. Let's add crew 1. Okay, and we'll also add crew 2, just to give us a bit more variety. Okay, so we have 3 roles or tasks, if you like, in this work package. Save, and we have laborer, crew 1, and crew 2. You know what? Let's also add a supervisor in there, because we have our form actually gives us 4 options. So we'll also add a supervisor. This is really entirely up to you how you structure this, but okay, let's save that. Okay, great. Now that we've created, we don't have anybody scheduled against those 4 tasks or roles. What I might do now is that orange light means it's pending. So I'm going to confirm this order, which means it'll be visible now in the mobile app. In fact, it doesn't even matter. The status does not matter because the crew will be self-allocating using a form, not the schedule itself. Okay, I need to know what the order ID. So work order package is 607. So let's go into our form. In fact, now we're going to go to the mobile device. If I go into, for example, I'll go Friday the 12th, nothing in my assignments list. Let's go to Forms and let's choose actually, that's not, what's the name of the form is opt-in schedule or something along those lines, schedule opt-in form. That's right. Okay, I need to enter my order ID, which is 1607. And I have those 4 tasks. I want to be a supervisor on that day. And that's really all I need to do. I'll hit submit, success, great. Okay, and now that we've submitted this form, we can go back to our main menu and let's have a look what happens in our assignments menu now. Let's wait a couple of more seconds for this workflow to complete in the background and let's go into assignments. Okay, now I actually have one shift that I've scheduled myself against. If you remember, I've submitted a form and I picked supervisor task or role. This is my work package number, 1607. Pepsi Center is the project. Shift duration is something that was already scheduled in the web portal. So let's see what happens in our web portal now. There we go. We have, there's our work package and someone has scheduled themselves against supervisor task or role. Let's see who that was. That was me. I submitted the form and schedulers can see in real time who allocates themselves to which task. And yeah, this is great. It's a really nice little workflow. It's not a built-in workflow in our Assignar platform. We are using an automation tool called Zapier to achieve this. And technically what happens behind the scenes when you submit the form, schedule opt-in form, we have configured a webhook, which is something you can do in the settings menu. A webhook is fired to Zapier middleware and Zapier takes that form payload and what it does is it feeds it through an Assignar Zapier app, which allows you to create many different workflows. And in this example, it gets the order ID from the form. It looks up the tasks that are in that order and it allocates that user that submitted the form to that task. Yeah, that's kind of at very high level what happens. And it happens within seconds. It's very fast. And we've configured the workflow to suit our needs. Yeah, there's only probably one limitation here that's worth mentioning. Remember, this will only work if your form contains the names of the tasks that are already configured in your system. And also, you can't have same task or role appear more than once inside each work order. So if you had a crew 1 from 7 till 12, and you also wanted to have crew 1 from 12 p.m. till 5 p.m., I think this workflow will only pick up the first shift and allocate the user to. So in other words, you can only schedule one task per work order. If you wanted to split those tasks into multiple time brackets, you'd need to create a new order. It's just one of the technical limitations so far, but I think this will work really, really well if you have crews, selecting one task per work order. It works pretty seamlessly that way. Okay, thank you for watching.